A few things. So we have a few things to take a look at here. I have the skirt and the blouse as separate objects, and I submitted them both to look at the file sizes, so we can so I can debug a few things. And if we look here, I have my skirt, and it has the features that we looked at before. It has the vert colors on here, and some of the things that brought up the file size before when I uploaded it was the fact that I have a lot of materials, and I uploaded them with all 512 by 512 images. So that brought it up quite a bit. Since this is the base mesh, I shouldn't really require everyone to have to download 512 images. So in this case, I made them 16 by 16 images, and I can actually make this even smaller. So here are the images, and you get to see that they're all blank colors. So they're all just plain boring colors, and it's the vert colors on the geometry that's actually giving us more of this detail. So we're really pushing a lot of detail with minimal effort within the textures, which I think is quite nice. I believe that that we can get a lot more detail within the mesh doing this. In addition, I have other maps which can be used with the vert colors. So there we are. And here, this one, you get to see the actions in place. We have the action in here. I do have some clipping between the two layers of the skirts because I still have the upper layer and then bottom layer still in place. The upper layer allows for tiling, which is what we have on this upper one, so we can get some nice patterns, some lace patterns on our skirt, and then the bottom layer will show through. So everything is more or less the same. This is in place and it's doing its thing. For the blouse, we really hadn't looked too much on the blouse. If we look here, I have my vert colors in place, still the same. But something to look at is the fact that I have these actions in place. I have a busty action and a flatter action, which makes our chest larger or smaller. So here, if we hit play, you get to see the bust is a lot larger. And if we go ahead and you get to see this is set to infinite. So when you apply the animation, it will stay indefinitely. It will loop indefinitely. I'm not too sure how comfortable people are with having the animations just kind of stay there, or if they want it to be something where they have to reuse it over and over again once the time expires. The disadvantage to doing this with the animation set to infinite is if you wanted the effect to disable. If you wanted to disable the effect, you're going to have to remove the blouse and then put it back on. So in this case, that's what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to go and just kind of refresh this, which is like putting it on, taking it off and putting it back on. So we'll go ahead and look at this other action here. So now you get to see we have a smaller bust with this particular action. There is considerably less clipping, but I still have a little clipping that I have to address. The hands, they're clipping through, and the sleeves aren't weighted to the hands, and I am having an issue with the neck, which I'm going to have to address. But if we go ahead and look over here, I did upload this a few times. I uploaded the skirt and the blouse, both with and without the animations. Here's the skirt without the animation, and the file size ended up being 351. With the animation, 367, and the blouse without the animation is 210, and with it is 211. So let me know any feedback you have, and thank you so far.